All right, what is this, Lady Ada?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another. Every Wednesday we do this show and tell, and this is yet another show and tell. So this is our chance to see what you, the makers, hackers, viewers that are out there are doing. So come on by, get your webcam set up, and join our Google Hangout. And we're going to see what you're working on. So I've got about 10 people. We have to get out of here at 7:50, so please help us by being
on
quick.
Time, on budget, just like every software project.
So you can take 2 to 3 minutes to get your project demoed. We're going to call on you in the order that we see. The box is starting with Adafruit folks.
Yeah.
So get your demo ready and everything so that when we get to you, you're just like
Yeah, we're
bombing.
going to do this.
So
Zoom.
let's kick it off with
No,
No
Pedro.
Pedro.
What you got going on, sweet?
Hey guys, we're back from the storm. Everything's okay. We're very
Yay.
fortunate we got spared. So
It's
we're
like
back.
a song lyric.
Everything's good.
Just gonna take all the panels down now.
We'll wait till next month. All right, cool. So what's this?
So this week we released the UV LED brush cleaner, which we showed off last week. You just turn on the LEDs here. It's kind of loud, so I'll just turn it off. But inside we have a, so you can see that 15 LEDs inside there. So they're the UV LEDs, and then we got a 40 millimeter fan inside there. We got a Chroma proto board inside there to mount everything, and it's being powered by a LiPo battery connected to a Power Boost 1000C, so you can make this portable, take with you on a trip. And the dual printed design is featuring the NinjaFlex and PLA, so you could use the double ended brushes, so it easily fits inside there.
I like that somebody said that this could also work with the toothbrush.
Yeah.
That's the good thing.
Yep.
So all the files are available on Umagine, Thingiverse, SpinShape. And then next week, I'm actually sitting on the project.
We're both sitting on it.
Yeah, so it's this is Bill's idea to make a glowing LED chair. Or
Well, it's a stool
in this
Yeah.
case.
It
But
could kind of be a chair.
we'll show this off next week.
Yay, glowing chairs. Very cool.
Now that it's finally getting, under.
You get to
80
live as
degrees.
Neon Cat. You actually have the rainbow coming out of you.
Yeah.
Very cool. And tomorrow, don't forget 3D Hangouts.
All right. Thanks so
Oh,
much.
wow, okay.
All right.
Glowing.
What you doing, Scott?
Hi,
What
Scott.
up? Hi, I just wanted to do a super quick. I posted my first guide. It's on GDB debugging of the SAMD21 Cortex M0 Plus, breakpoints and backtraces and all that super fun micro trace buffer stuff.
Light reading.
Yeah, it's kind of advanced, but it's super useful. I was like Googling a bunch and I couldn't find info on it, so I figured it out and then I posted it. So hopefully Google will pick that up.
That's what we do. This is the thing. You know, it's funny. You wrote the tutorial for yourself in about like 6 months. You're going to Google a question. And you're going to find that you already wrote the tutorial
You're
about
like,
it.
oh, cool. Some person did. Oh, that was me.
Yeah, sounds good to me. And then the other project I wanted to show was the top secret from last week or the week before, which is the Metro M0 with some extra flash. And I've actually debugged a second, well, I don't know if it's debugging, but basically I've connected a second flash on the breadboard here so that I can use the logic analyzer to snoop on my communications with it. So it's like a Metro Express ×2 because I have 2 flash chips on it.
Okay. All right, and that's good. That's also part of your MicroPython adventures.
Yeah, so it's making something that should be like perfect for MicroPython use.
Okay. Delicious. All right, thanks for the update, Scott.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
All right, and that's Adafruit, folks. I
Yes,
think.
for folks. So we have a couple. We're gonna go Simone with 2 M's first, and then Simone with 1 M. So Simone with 2 M's. Hello.
Hi, hello from Brisbane, Australia.
Oh,
Wow.
that's great.
Hi. So we're here to talk to you about our project, which is the Usebox DTV. So DTV is direct to television, and this is actually a Kickstarter that we're doing. So we love working in the Usebox community, and we love writing games. So we want to use this direct to TV Usebox that we've made to actually get more and more people in the Usebox community to actually be writing their own games. And I've just started working on my first game. So, you know, we're doing the Kickstarter to try to get more people in the community to get involved with writing their own games and in an easy way. So it's just a ready-made product that you can just plug into your TV, but you've got all of that source code, which is already on the Usebox forum, so you can get involved and write your own games.
Gotcha. And where can people find out more about this if they were to search for it on Kickstarter? What should they put in the search box?
So our Kickstarter is Usebox DTV, and it's actually under my name, Simone Spring. So SIMMONE, spring like the season.
Okay, great. And how many more days do you have in the Kickstarter?
We're about halfway through, so we've probably got about 15 days left. So yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll come back either way and maybe show some of the games or whatever else.
Yep, absolutely. Great.
All right. You got a couple more weeks before the Kickstarter ends, so feel free to come back.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Simon. All right. All right.
Okay. Now Simon.
Simone with 1M.
Hello, guys. So you probably already saw me. I did before the tracer gun from the Overwatch game. It was a gun with all the LEDs you can control for the Adafruit app from the iPhone. And now I step up a bit the game in dimension, and
Wow.
I did this other gun from Overwatch, from the character Lucho. And with the audio amplifier, I put inside real speakers, so I can plug on the phone and play like music from the gun. And pretty much is this, and is blowing up on the internet. I received like over 25,000 views in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Blizzard will public about this gun too, so I'm really happy with the project.
Okay,
All right.
nice work.
Can you post a link to the video in the comments for the show and tell so folks can check it out later?
Yeah, I can post it for sure.
All right. Well, you also earned an SC on show and tell stickers, so make sure you email support@adafruit.com and we'll send you one. Also,
There's plenty of space in that gigantic gun.
and also
Yeah.
you got plenty of room on that. And also the previous show and tell participants, make sure you also email support@adafruit.com.
It would fit on the back of it.
Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
very much.
Bye.
Okay, thanks,
All right.
Simon and Simone.
Next up, Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew. Welcome back.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, thanks for having me. So I'm showing off a little product today that me and a couple of guys did for a competition put on by Mouser Electronics Distributor. It's called the ISS Design Challenge. And basically they said that they wanted something that was able to be 3D printed in space because there's a 3D printer on the space station, but also contains some electronics. So we came up with this, the 0G200. It's basically a fitness tracker for space. So I'll turn it on here so you can see what it's going to do. Flashes through this little welcome screen, but if I hold it up close, basically we have like a timer with a or a time and a calendar thing, and if you scroll through the menu, you can do some of these different features. So I'm actually using the Arduino 101, which has the Intel Curie microprocessor, and it has a 6-degree freedom chip on it too. So this little demo program is called raw IMU, so it just gives out the acceleration and gyroscope values for all the different axes. One of my, basically the fitness tracker is this thing called log IMU. So when you hit that and you log it, it's logging, I'm usually getting like 650 values per second out of this thing, and it logs it to a micro SD card. And let me just take the cover off because this is sort of more fun to see.
Yeah.
One of the other things that this does is you can like sort of like play 3D games in space. So this one's called Gyro Game. You can select which axis you want to play with. So I'm going to select Z. And basically when you rotate it, however fast you rotate it, it'll light up different colors. So the red is slow, and if you go a little faster, it's green, and if you go faster, it's blue. So you can think about if this is on the space station, like knocking this thing around and kind of seeing like how fast you can spin this thing. So it uses the Arduino 101. It has the 128 by 64 OLED display. It has a real-time clock with a backup CR2232 battery. It has a vibration motor, RGB LED, couple tactile buttons, and a 9-volt battery. So the contest was just ended on the 7th, so we're just kind of waiting to hear the results. Hopefully we win. I don't know. There's 3 prizes, so.
Okay, well, good news is you're getting an As Seen on the Show and Tell sticker no matter what.
Yeah!
Email support@adafruit.com for that. And I can't wait till like 2030 problems, like bored astronauts on their way to Mars, need to play games. You've already solved it.
What's funny is like you should put code in there that when the accelerometer detects 0 gravity, it's like you're in space. You just say you are in space.
Yeah, you made it.
You're
Actually,
good work.
It has a free fall thing, so
You're no longer in space. You're
Yeah.
right.
drop it out. Yeah.
There's gravity.
All right.
It sucks. I'm not in space. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
All right,
Okay.
thanks, Andrew.
Next up, Byron. Hey, Byron. How's it going?
Hey, Byron.
Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Finally. Cool. So I'm going to show the same project I was going to show last week, but my audio wasn't working because my project actually has audio. So give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off the lights so you can see the glowing lights better. Camera. Wait, I can see.
Okay, pumpkin.
Second. So it's got it's hooked up to a Bluetooth audio receiver, and it's currently connected to my phone. And I have a Halloween soundboard app that I downloaded on the Play Store. So.
Woo.
It's a scary pumpkin.
Who is that knocking at my door?
That's great.
So basically, last year I had a similar it was a smaller speaker which wasn't nearly as loud as this one, so I upgraded it to the bigger speaker. So let me see if I can turn this light on. A second. All right, I'm just gonna move it. All right. So here's what's underneath. It's the big speaker I bought from Adafruit. It's inside of a 3D printed box, so that it doesn't vibrate against the table as much. And there's the NeoPixel ring. I'm using the amp for it. And here. Yeah, and there's it's just that the way the audio works is through this Bluetooth device by Anchor. It receives Bluetooth audio, acts as a Bluetooth headset.
So you just sent it to that from something else.
Yep.
All right.
That looks great.
Well, thank you so much, Byron. It was spooky last week in silence, and it's even spookier now. So thanks for coming back. Email support@adafruit.com. You could still get a sticker as well.
Right.
Okay. We're going to get to everyone, I think, if we keep moving pretty fast. So, Dario.
Hey, Dario.
How's it going?
Hello, welcome.
Unmute your mic and show us your
Hi,
project.
can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, it's pretty late at night, so I'll try not to skip over my words. I'm from Switzerland, so I wanted to show off my finals project I did for high school. I guess it's high school. What I made are 4 of those spotlights. They have NeoPixel jewels in them and Pro trinkets and the lithium-ion battery.
Yeah.
And what I used are these Nordic RF24L01 wireless 2.4 gigahertz modules. And I used them to transmit color data from a processing sketch to the the lamps. And I use an Arduino on the computer with the same transceiver chip, like this. And it has a processing sketch which records the screen and calculates the average colors, and it shows them up on the lamps, so I can put them in my room and watch a movie and get some ambient action.
Oh, like you made your own. I think it was like Philips. They had that LED.
Yeah, pretty much. So if I turn on the lights, I can get some ambient room lights. And there's the picture is divided in like 4 zones, so I get 4 different colors. And there's a button on the lamps, and I can change. There's color coding, and I can change which zone to show up. So there's basically an infinite amount of receivers that you can use.
Cool.
And yeah.
All
They
right.
look great. I love the wood and the enclosure.
Yeah, I love
That's
how
really
they turn
beautiful.
out. Actually, these are IKEA spots.
Ah.
And I hacked them. I put the. It's actually really fun because the NeoPixel jewels, they fit perfectly. Let me turn them off.
I'm sure there's someone at IKEA that like does that and just like, oh yeah, anyways.
They fit perfectly into these halogen light bulb
Oh,
sockets.
the MR16s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the I think they're called GU10
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Europe.
Looks
So
great.
they fit
We meant to do
perfectly into those halogen sockets, and I put a felt mat on the bottom with Velcro to keep the electronics accessible. And I
Okay.
use the lithium-ion backpacks for the Pro trinkets. They're great. One thing I did notice is that I put the little jumper on it for the high charging rate, and the chip, the little power chip on the backpack, it's really hot while charging. Is that normal?
That's right. Yeah, no, it's because it's charging the battery, and so it has so much more current, so it's going to get a lot hotter.
Okay, but I was afraid it was malfunctioning.
No, it does get hot, but you
that
can
just
get the chips pretty. I mean, you can decide also to change the resistor if you want, but as long as it isn't right next to the felt, it should be okay.
Oh, it's okay. It charges fine, and nothing has gone up in flames. So I'm
Good work.
All right.
okay with it.
Well, thank
right,
you so
thanks,
much.
Dario.
Email support at adafruit.com, and there's at least room for an SU on the show and tell sticker somewhere.
On those
on there.
lamps. Those are nice lamps. I
All
like
right.
the mesh networking stuff.
Next up.
I have 4 of them.
Oh, there you go. A couple of them. All right. Next up, Morgan. Hey, Morgan.
Hey, Morgan.
Unmute your mic and show us your project.
Hey, so what I've got today, little, almost like Tinker Toys, they're 3D printed connectors. They're compatible with popsicle sticks, so you can buy, 10,000 for $5. And then they also have holes and stuff for LEDs and resistors. So if you hook them to power, you can construct things. And then these are actually conductive paint on the popsicle sticks. So if you used conductive filament, you could even do power rails and stuff like that. So you can build lighted houses with really cheap materials. And yeah, just do cool little construction things. So yeah, that's pretty much all it is. The tolerances aren't great right now. I need to make them a little bit less tough to put together, but the structures are really rigid. So that is kind of nice.
Huh, interesting.
This is like a Kickstarter prototype. You can imagine like, okay, like build your own like.
This is really cool. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
use like some conductive elements. It reminds me a little bit like with Lego. They had these metal rings around.
Yeah.
But this is kind of because it's part of the structure.
Yeah, you can
itself.
choose where you want to have power.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah,
Very
you can
cool
design
project.
it in. So.
Cool, Morgan. You're
All
always
right.
showing off like cool
Yeah.
stuff. What's interesting is you do stuff that nobody else has done. Like anything you've worked on, I'm like, I've never seen that before, which is very interesting.
Well, this is stuff she's showing us on Show and Tell.
I
too.
know.
There's
What secrets do you have?
Morgan's vault.
Oh, I won't hide. That's for another day.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
That's another. All right. Well, thank you so much, Morgan. Email
Good.
support@adafruit.com, and we'll send you out a sticker that you can decorate the conductive house with.
Conductive
All right.
stickers.
We're gonna go to Roberto and then see Scott. If you both keep it to a couple minutes, we'll be right on time. Hello, Roberto.
Roberto, what do you have to show off? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Have a project?
Do you have something to show off?
Yes, well, first off, happy Hollow Month. I'm, getting ready for Halloween, and
Yeah.
I got a couple of things I wanted to show y'all today. The first one is some OpenSCAD that I've been working with. I'm sorry, let me backtrack a little bit. Last week, a bunch of folks had some pumpkins in. I took a T-equalizer pumpkin and just put it into one of y'all's delivery boxes. And so it lights up sound activated lights.
That's cool.
That's gonna work, and it's kind of cool. And then I also put together a OpenSCAD sketch that puts together scenes from the arcade game. And then the name is game. Anyway, anyway, sorry, it's Space Invaders. So then I just want to mention also that you know, the code is available on. So yeah, it's Space Invaders. Sorry, I don't know why I blanked on that one. And the code's available under this GitHub repository. And that I'm also working on some OpenSCAD modeling for the costume. And I used OpenSCAD to model like the sides of the Borg ship, and these are the patterns I came up with. So this is kind of like the Pokemon wannabe. This one has like 4 sheets that are just exposing a center, and my son actually came up with these 2 sides. And lastly, I just want to share how this has come together to be an actual. I'm trying to get to share the actual camera. Oh wait, I'm on camera, right? Sorry.
Yeah, you're still here.
Just give me 1 second to put it on. So it's using the
oh wow,
the LED matrix that the Charlie Plex matrix, and it's taking the audio in from the speaker, which is pretty much auto gain one. And I got a bunch of EO wire connected to it through an EO board from Sparkline. And it's running off of the battery pack and has the 9-volt booster, because the EO inverter, you know, it needs 9 or 12 volts. So I have like 5 or 6 strands, including one of y'all's tape ones that's going across. And it's a work in progress, but eventually I'm going to have like this thing hooked up so that I'll be able to say like, I am Beto Borg electronics are worthwhile.
I like that the EL wire looks like the cutting beams from the Borg chip. That's really cool.
Yeah. So this is going to be my Halloween costume. I'm trying to get the hat back on. Here's one second, I'll be right back. So when it's done, I'll spray paint the hat I have on. And there'll be like a face connector to my cheek or to something like a real Borg, and have the laser coming out and everything. So thanks for having me again, guys.
All right,
cool.
outstanding. Happy Halloween month. All right.
All right. Yeah, are you trapped? Do you need help?
I can't turn off the camera now.
Yeah, you're trapped.
Okay,
All right.
C-Scott.
C-Scott, play us out.
You guys, I'll be real quick here.
Okay.
This is a Seaberg 100JL jukebox. These were made in the 1950s, particularly one in October 1956. My wife got one for her 13th birthday. This was, 35 years ago. And since her parents sold their house, they moved her jukebox here. And while I was cleaning out my garage, making room to park a car, it needs some work. Here's the, all valve electronics. It's just your standard dual power 6L6 amplifier. It's got, pentode preamp and a few other items in here. But this is my project that I'll be working on during the winter, trying to restore this thing. But it ties in with some of my earliest study as a kid, and I mean like 7 or 8 years old, was my grandfather had this set of books, the Popular Mechanics Home Handyman Encyclopedia and Guide. And as he wrote in here, it's not in this one, but he wrote his name in the year 1962 in here. But among it is how I learned some of my basic electronics. This is like troubleshooting radio sets, and there's a number of other items in here. I mean, this covered a wide range of things, not just electronics, but there's like roofing how to, but I learned all of the very rudimentary technical chops as a kid from this set of books, and kind of convenient that I still have a reference manual for tube-based electronics to repair something from that era. So I'll update this one as time goes on. Otherwise, I'll be building Chromiuses for the next 6 months. Anyway, that's it for me.
And what does a Jukebox play? Does it play like 78s or what?
No, it has slots for 50, 45s.
Okay.
And you could select them. You go back to that previous picture real quick. You could go, you see there's 10 buttons, A through K. There's no I, and then numbers 1 through 0. So 10 numbers, 10 letters. So you could select 100 songs. That's 50 or 45s, and each there's A side, B side. So it's a purely mechanical and gear-driven mechanism. There's no electronics in the select logic. You press an A and a 1 or a D and a 5, and these cams drop down, and it drives a worm gear to move the playback head is the white thing. I don't have the picture up, do I? That would help. This guy there. The green assembly in the middle is your record stack. The records are stored in the cylinder that has the white end caps and the green facade.
Yeah.
In the middle, where the red Seaberg logo is, that's the actual 45 RPM spindle. The spindle is horizontal, so the record loads vertically. And then there's a tone arm. You can barely see it. It's that real thin red pillar to the left of the...
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Okay. It will... That whole thing's on a worm gear, and it'll move back and forth to the position of the record stored in the disc bank at the back. It'll pull it in to the player, load it, and then play it. Now, it couldn't flip the record around, so it just has 2 tone arms. It has one for the A side and one for the B side. And depending on which one you selected, it would play the A side, or it would reverse the spindle motor and play the B side.
All right, cool.
All right.
Old school mechanical
hearing it later.
Very steampunk.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, when it's working, I'll play the thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, of course.
All
We
right.
have
Well,
some
thank you, everyone. We're
questions.
here every week, 7:30 p.m. Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Roberto of Borg. Thank you, Don Pedro. Thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Daria. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Byron. And thank you, Andrew.
Byron,
and
you're
Kat.
spooky.
Yeah. And
Andrew, you've got a cat.
Yeah.
Just a cute cat, though.
Thanks so much. And be sure to check out Simone Kickstarter. The link is there as well. And we'll see everybody at Ask an Engineer in a few. We have a cat later.
I know, but I want the cat right now.
We can't have cat right now. All right. So we'll see everyone on Ask an Engineer in 2 minutes. Bye.
See everybody later.